I was sleeping on the couch where I would usually sleep, and I woke up to him. I just opened my eyes, I woke up, and he was
This Max documentary that was recently released did a really good job of uncovering the details of workplace toxicity, specifically on Dan Schneider's shows for Nickelodeon.
Everyone knew it, from New York to California. So who would we go to? Who could we possibly go to complain about this?
It was not a one-time thing. It was not a, oops, no, it is, I mean,
Nickelodeon, once a powerhouse in kids' TV, is facing troubling issues. Recent news about Sam Puckett, a well-known character from the network, has raised concerns. Former child star Drake Bell is bravely speaking out about his own mistreatment when he was just 15. His story was revealed in the new series, Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids' TV, which premiered on March 17th and 18th, produced by Maxine Productions and Sony Pictures Television with support from Business Insider. The series explores the negative impact of children's TV, focusing on shows by Dan Schneider from the late 90s and early 2000s. Directed by Mary Robertson and Emma Schwartz, it features interviews with former child actors and crew, revealing unsettling truths. Inspired by Business Insider's investigation and Jennette McCurdy's memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died, the project gained momentum. So how did Jennette react to Drake Bell voicing out his experiences with the network? Let's find out. But before we go any further, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Now let's get going.
Just do what I need to do and be this, happy-go-lucky Nickelodeon kid.
I mean, it's not that I'm not proud of it, and I'm also like, ugh. Thinking about it now, yeah, it's like, oh boy, I just think of that poor girl and what she had to, go through.
That if I were to say anything or do anything, that he had the ability to basically go, well, you're never going to work with this person, you're never going to work with that person.
McCurdy, known for her roles in iCarly and Sam and Cat, has transitioned to writing and directing, earning industry praise. In her memoir, she exposes emotionally damaging and controlling behaviors within the industry, including being pressured to drink underage, aggressive behavior during scenes, and inappropriate demands during wardrobe fittings. These revelations shed light on the darker sides of her early entertainment career.
But inside I was hurting. It was painful. I was angry. I felt unsupported.
You pull back the curtain on child stardom. It is not a pretty picture.
Not as I see it, no.
McCurdy also discusses Nickelodeon's unequal treatment, particularly compared to her Sam and Cat co-star, Ariana Grande. While the network restricted McCurdy from pursuing other opportunities, Grande wasn't subjected to such limitations, greatly affecting McCurdy's goals and well-being. McCurdy reveals that her acting career was largely influenced by her mother, Deborah, who showed manipulative behavior when McCurdy faced rejection from auditions. This familial pressure adds complexity to McCurdy's journey in the entertainment industry, starting from auditions at just 6 years old.
Hey, Dan Schneider, I know you're watching my Vine. Do you like my Vine? Vine. Look what you've done to me.
McCurdy delves into broader issues at Nickelodeon and the demanding atmosphere created by Dan Schneider. Her candid stories contribute to the ongoing conversation about structural problems in Hollywood, especially for young actors. Alongside sharing her own experiences, McCurdy calls for more awareness and change in the industry through her memoir and public talks. Dan Schneider, once associated with Nickelodeon's golden age, now faces scrutiny over allegations of mistreatment, misogyny, racism, and inappropriate relationships with younger cast and crew. These serious accusations have led to a 4-part investigation called Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids' TV, aiming to uncover the less glamorous aspects of children's TV production, focusing on Schneider's time at Nickelodeon. The series will explore Schneider's controversial methods and, alongside Drake Bell, shed light on Brian Peck's behavior, indicating that his misconduct wasn't limited to isolated incidents with Nickelodeon.
I just opened my eyes, I woke up, and he was and I froze and was in complete shock and had no idea what to do. to react.
Despite the enduring fondness many harbor for beloved shows like The Amanda Show, Zoe 101, and Victorious, revelations regarding a troubling culture behind the scenes have prompted a thorough reassessment of the content produced under Schneider's supervision. Business Insider's 2022 investigation unearthed first-hand testimonies from individuals closely associated with Schneider, detailing an environment that frequently veered into discomfort and impropriety. Allegations encompassed gender discrimination, the inappropriate objectification of young talents, and an overall atmosphere that many found hostile and demeaning. Although Schneider's departure from Nickelodeon in 2018 signaled an end to his direct involvement with the network, it did little to assuage mounting concerns surrounding his behavior and the repercussions of his creative choices on the young actors involved. Despite assertions from Nickelodeon executives defending Schneider's work and claiming rigorous oversights of all projects, lingering questions persist regarding the culture cultivated behind the scenes during his tenure.
He's so apologetic. Oh, this will never happen again. I'm so sorry. You know, that I don't know what got into me, and I crossed the line, and this will never happen again.
The accusations against Dan Schneider have put a dark cloud over his successful career and the beloved shows he created. While he's known for launching stars like Amanda Bynes and Ariana Grande, recent revelations have changed how we see these shows. They reveal a more complicated and sometimes unsettling side to the productions that were so important to a generation's TV experience. The departure of Alexa Nicholas from Zoe 101 after 2 seasons sheds light on the tough realities young actors faced. She described the on-set environment as traumatizing, and a writer who worked there said it was overly controlling and maddening. These accounts highlight the troubling atmosphere behind some of Nickelodeon's most loved shows.
You're in an adult's world, and you don't recognize that. You're incapable of being on that level, but you are confused and you think that you are. And I think it really leads to stunted personal development.
Daniela Monet, known for her role in Victorious, has spoken up about concerns regarding certain costumes and overly intimate contents on the show, raising broader issues about how young actors are portrayed and treated. Her comments highlight a bigger problem about how minors are handled in the entertainment industry. In response to these concerns and the new documentary, a representative for Dan Schneider has defended him, saying he was a supportive figure who understood the challenges faced by child actors. The statement acknowledges the pressures of growing up in the spotlight and the demands of their profession, suggesting Schneider was a strong advocate for those he mentored. Dan cared deeply about the well-being of the young actors on his shows. Even in instances where their own families may have fallen short, he had a profound understanding of the challenges they faced and stood as their staunchest advocate. It's important to recognize that many of these young performers were placed in difficult position of being the primary financial support for their families. The controversy surrounding Schneider is not an isolated incident. Drake Bell's revelations regarding mistreatment by Brian Peck, a dialogue coach for shows such as All That and The Amanda Show, shed light on a more extensive issue within Nickelodeon involving multiple individuals. Bell's involvement in both The Amanda Show and later Drake and Josh places him at the epicenter of this troubling narrative, revealing the layers of misconduct that have tarnished the network's reputation.
He figured out how to convince my mom and everyone around to have me, you know, anytime I would have an audition or anytime I needed to work on dialogue or anything, I somehow ended up back at Brian's house. I really don't know how to elaborate on that.
The news about Drake Bell's tough times as a child actor is really disheartening. It makes his past seem darker, especially with all the controversies he's had. Despite being famous for Drake and Josh, he got into legal trouble in Cleveland. He got 2 years probation for child endangerment charges. It all started when a girl accused him of doing something wrong after meeting him online and going to his concert when she was 15. At the time, Bell was 35 and living in West Hollywood, California. He admitted guilt during a Zoom call to charges of attempted child endangerment and disseminating harmful material to juveniles. Addressing the court via Zoom before his sentencing, Bell acknowledged his wrongdoing, expressing remorse by stating, "I accept this plea because my conduct was wrong. I'm sorry the victim was harmed. Certainly I'll ensure the content is appropriate." Bell's attorney emphasized in court that Bell faces a unique burden due to his celebrity status, noting that Mr. Bell already pays a greater penalty than others would do to his position. Following his acceptance of a plea deal, Bell was sentenced in July 2021 to 2 years probation and 200 hours of community service.
The whole thing was mental manipulation. He was so integrated in all of these different productions and knew these directors and these producers.
In a 2021 Instagram video addressing his conviction, Drake Bell strongly denied the allegations against him, saying they were completely false. He explained he agreed to the plea deal to resolve the matter quickly, though he admitted his behavior was inappropriate. Bell stressed he didn't know the girl's age and that their interactions were limited to texts with no physical contact. But this wasn't the only controversy he faced. In 2020, his ex-girlfriend, Melissa Lengefeld, accused him of verbal and physical maltreatment in TikTok videos. Bell denied these claims, stating Lengefeld had asked him for financial help during a tough time. Despite these tumultuous events, people keep wondering why Bell is doing what he's doing. Some think he's after attention or money, but Bell is sticking to his guns, saying he'll fight back against the claims, even talking about legal action. Then he went missing for a bit in April 2023, but thankfully he was found quickly. He even joked about it on Twitter, lightening the mood. Looking at Bell's past, especially his time on Nickelodeon, helps understand why he's acting this way now. It shows how complicated things can get. While it's important to recognize the unfair stuff he's been through, it also shines a light on how others might have faced similar tough times. A video with young Leonardo DiCaprio and Brian Peck from Nickelodeon has got people talking again. Peck's past troubles and Drake Bell's accusations add to the buzz.
Elaborate on that on camera, really. Why don't you think of the worst stuff that someone could do to somebody as a and that'll answer your question.
People are looking at the video differently now, thinking about the innocence mixed with some worrying stuff. It's making us think more about how young actors are treated in showbiz. Some worry that DiCaprio might not have understood what was going on back then. As we all talk about this, we're hoping things will change for the better in Hollywood. With initiatives like Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, and people like Jennette McCurdy speaking up. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.